So when I saw this, I figured, man, I want to paint that thing, whatever it is. I don't know who it is. I saw it, I 3D printed it, and so I wanted to paint it. So I started out with some black primer. I just completely sprayed it with black primer. Then I went in with a brown, and I opaqued it out with a brown as well. So when I get to the main color here, this is what I use for my main color. And I wanted to dry brush everything after spraying it with the airbrush because I want to keep all the striations and stuff. But I figured this was a nice color because I was going off and I was trying to rip off the Predator, his skin. So I figured, you know what? Let me try that. And it didn't work out because I don't know why, but it didn't. Then I lightened it up with this color. It's just a flesh tone. That's all it is. Then it was an odd color. I can't even describe it. It was a odd looking golden yellow, I don't know, with really bad light tones. So I decided to go in with some black Createx. And I sprayed it with the airbrush. I mist all over the place. I started misting it. When I did, I thought, wow, that's starting to look pretty neat. Then when he was darkened up, I didn't know what to do. So I looked through my paints and I decided, you know what? You see this color right here? Kayaki or Kayaki, whatever it is. I'll let it go around one more time so you can read it because apparently I can't read. I dry brushed it with a smaller brush, probably 4 or 5 times with this, and it came out perfect. At least I think it came out perfect. At least for me. Now going with the mouth, obviously I just went with a red. Just a simple red. So in the back of the mouth, the roof, under the tongue, above the tongue, I made a wash out of this. I added a whole bunch of water to this purple because this purple is very demanding. So I went in and I just kept layering, and then put some, some depth into his tongue. I'll show you here in a minute. But before we show you that, I went back in with some more red, but I added a lot of white. And I watered that down just so I can hit the highlights in the mouth, like the vessels in his mouth and stuff like that. But outside of that, now for his teeth, some good old-fashioned apple barrel classic caramel. And then as for the mouth, if we can see, it's not too bad. Let me see, my phone's not going to focus. See in the back there all the vessels and stuff, maybe? Can you see that a little bit? It's not bad. So under the tongue and in the mouth and in the back of the mouth, kind of used a wash, back and forth, kind of simple. But at the end of the day, I was going through my paints and I seen my folk art. This is almost the same color, but not exact. Maybe I didn't get the same results if I just dry brushed this after the brown. I don't know, but I do know I still got paint on my thumb. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate if you stick around to the channel. And if you want to happen to see the Michelangelo and Carbon Freeze, that video is up now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Who you going to call? You're going to call Bustin' Bugsy. That's who you're going to call when you see a ghost. See you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.